Hey, what's going on, guys? It's your boy Az. We are back here, still currently on vacation, so I'm just going to make this quick and fast here. I'm going to attach some previous gameplay videos as well here for you guys, but we're going to run basically from 1 to 20, start to finish here before the next week's set of floors drop. But I just want to kind of make a mention here that depending on where you are stuck on, depending on what sections may have given you some trouble as well, just make sure that when like for example, we'll use kind of these early sections here. I think there was one with a Sinister 6 and there was a Spider-Verse section, I believe, or City section. And if you are stuck on one of those sections, there is like a refresh that happens on the Wednesday as well that helps. And I believe it was, for example, if you guys recall, I don't remember what particular cell it was, but I think it was the one with the vigilantes, and people were able to figure it out by using, I think, also their Insidious 6 or their Superior 6 or whatever it was. I didn't go through it. I didn't have the exact lineup, but I think you have to use Sinister 6, I think, on one of these earlier ones, and then Vigilantes was basically for City. So upon the reset, when it does happen on the Wednesday, what you can do is you can also use that team that you've used previously, and it can kind of bypass it as well here. And then once you get through Node 10, then everything just resets, right? But yes, anyways, that's kind of the trick, right? Just make sure you guys don't forget about it. People forget that you can do that, and then you can kind of progress. And once you get through 10, then you can kind of get all your cooldowns reset, and then you can kind of keep continuing on the tower climb. But anyways, for the purposes of this video, we're going to go from start to finish, 1 to 20 here. We're not going to use Amazing Avengers, and we're also not going to... We're going to try to keep some of our big heavy hitters like our Xaviers off the board, so that it allows for a little bit of flexibility for people that don't have Xavier. And of course, as well, I will try to keep it sort of more raid oriented as well here, because that's kind of what people build first, right, on the PvE side of things. But other than that, hopefully the gameplay from my previous videos helps you guys out here, and hopefully you guys are able to do a little catch up if you haven't already. And other than that, like I said, still on vacation, so apologies, there's no commentary, but hope you guys have a lovely, fantastic week. Hope you guys have a fantastic rest of your day. I'll see you guys in the next one. Here, we're going to be running the Spider Tower one more time here, floors 1 to 10, with a different spin on it. We're going to try to keep the teams a little bit more free-to-play friendly, and also keeping them meta relevant. And I also try my best here not to use any mythic characters. There's no Apocalypse, there's no Odin, there's no Xaviers, there's none of those big baddies. We're going to be able to solve most of these teams with actually using our raid teams. So the first node, fairly straightforward. We actually take advantage of a previous raid meta team, and if you guys are returning to the game after some time, hopefully you already have some of these teams built up. They were kind of phased out a little bit, but yeah, if you don't have these teams, don't worry. You can also use some of your big hitters, like for example, if you have your Mephisto, your Super Skrulls, your Apocalypse. But anyways, the first one, we will stick with Thunderbolts. They're able to solve the first node fairly easy, and actually you can just hit auto. You don't even have to really worry about it. You just hit auto and they'll just kind of wreck through it. Orcus is another previous raid team. Yeah, so you built this up. They shouldn't be too much of a struggle as well. You can also just hit auto. I think I just kind of left my phone running and hit auto, and then it just came back to it and it was fine. So fairly straightforward. Immortal Weapons will solve the third one. Fairly easy as well here, with just a little bit of RNG side of things, but you guys will see that here as well. Yeah, that you should see that we're seeing a pattern here, right? We're trying to stick within the raid teams. Number 4, we try not to use Quicksilver Symbiote in case people haven't had him unlocked before. Although he was just recently in the game, so if you didn't get him, hopefully he does come back. But yeah, we'll use our Scorpion Breaker, because there is the current breakers right now that are taking place, and Scorpion Breaker just heals the team so much. And we also have our Void Knight there as well, just for the extra speed. Just helps out here. We have the 3-piece Symbiote 6 plus our Scorpion and our Void Knight. Node number 5 is a little tricky. I think you just got to be careful not to get the offense up on Havoc. If you get the offense up on Havoc, he basically just kills your entire team. So you want to make sure you don't offense down him, because he'll flip it, and then yeah, his little pings do a lot of damage. The Vigilante one, also a little bit tricky. You got to be very careful, and you got to kind of aim for a little bit of luck as well with the crits, but you should be able to get through it quite smoothly once you kind of focus down on Mockingbird, and of course as well, I think it was Tigra and There was another one on there. I forget exactly who. Sorry. Just lots going on in my brain. But yeah, the gameplay will have it there. And then the first global section, we use our Jeff and Sentry. And then I just slap in another couple characters that people should have, like Sebastian Shaw and Thunderstrike, since those are easily accessible characters. And Sebastian Shaw is part of the mutant meta. The cosmic section, we use our Surfer Breaker just because, again, he's meta relevant from the previous breakers. And of course, as well, we have our Fantastic 3 plus our Null, who is currently the arena meta team. And mutant section, again, using another key meta character, Stormbreaker. You don't need to have Stormbreaker, or sorry, Storm Mighty, but she does help. Not a necessity. The main people doing the heavy lifting here is our Old Man Logan and our Emma Frost. And then finally, the last node we were able to solve here. Previously, we had used this team here, but we had just finished footage of it where we had actually solved it by using Hank. And I got to update it here. I was actually waiting to do that, but I figured I'd just do it while I was doing the video here to kind of kill two birds with one stone. I used Storm and Falcon and Hank here, and fairly straightforward. It does work. It just takes a little bit of time, and I think it took me about 25 minutes to do it. So I might run it again here just for funsies, just to see if there's any other comps that work. But hopefully helps you guys out here. I won't really have any commentary because I've already kind of done some of that in the previous videos. But I'll attach the previous gameplay from my 1 to 10, and hopefully these alternative teams helps you guys out. And if not, apologies now in advance. Other than that, guys, thanks for watching. See you guys in the next one.
Protect your soul. protect your soul.